Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and in this edition of Let's Learn Dragon Ball FighterZ, well, you can see right now we're starting in the corner, because this episode is all about dealing with the Gohan blender. So if you played against Gohan at all, or maybe you watched Goichi play, or any number of other Gohan players, you probably know all about this now. How Gohan could just kind of keep going and going and going. As long as he's willing to burn bar, he can kind of keep looping you and blocking in the corner while going overhead low, keep constantly doing that. And also adding assist pressure to boot. So what this video is how to deal with it and how to survive it. So there is 3 tiers of survivability. People who can deal with it kind of easily, actually. People who can deal with it if Gohan's the appropriate level. And people who are just, well, unfortunately playing out of luck. But anyways, let's start with the people who can easily deal with it. So this is going to be the least complicated group of characters because they have no caveats. As we're going to talk about later, there is some caveats depending on what level Gohan's at. But for now, this group here, consisting of Gotenks, Tien, Gohan, Kid Buu, Krillin, and Frieza. Simply put, they don't sweat it too much. So when Gohan does the whole thing here, these characters are so small. As you can see there, as I was crouching, there's a part where I'm not blocking. So, you still gotta block the high-low and all that. As you see, I can still get hit, right? But there's a part here where they're so low to the ground, he's not hitting them. So, in this situation, what can we do? Well, the first easy answer is this. So, someone like Frieza here, all we have to do is wait for the attacks to whiff. And then we can get her down heavy. Now, also, there is some variance in this category, just so you know. So, Frieza, I saw very easily, got the down heavy. However, right there, there's some variance in the timing that if you do it too early, you will still get bopped. So there is a safe spot where you can learn the timing, but keep in mind if you do it a bit too early, you'll still get hit. Now someone who's a bit smaller even than Frieza, like Kid Buu, not so much. You don't have to really worry about the timing. You can actually just literally mash it. So the characters who are smaller than Frieza, and every character in this category counts as smaller than Frieza, Frieza's the only character who's still big enough to sneak in the down heavy. But all these other guys can just mash down heavy, no big deal. Now, Frieza's the only one where you gotta worry about some aspect of the timing. So, say you're dead set on using Frieza. Frieza does have to watch your timing a little bit, unlike the other guys for down heavy. And you're a bit worried about the timing, then you don't just have to down heavy. You can also deflect. And after the deflect, yeah, Gohan's gonna keep moving forward. So you just hit your stand heavy and you knock him away. Because your attack will come out before his, because he's got some range to deal with. Now, on top of that, if you're going to down heavy, this deflect is actually the safer of the two options simply for this, because Gohan obviously still has the use of both of his assists, and if you try down heavy as he calls the assists, he might just very well hit you out of the assists, or sorry, the down heavy that is. So there is some element of risk because you never quite well know when Gohan's going to call the assist, but in that specific scenario, while the deflect, well, it's going to get both options because it'll deflect the assist just the same as it deflects the hits. So it is the safer of the two options, although obviously not as satisfying as just launching Gohan into your own combo. So our next category up here contains Trunks, Goku, and this is all the Gokus, both Vegetas, Adult Gohan, Beerus, and Android 18. So in this category, it's much the same here. So we go level 1, and then you see here there's that brief window where the EX legs will go over their head. So people in this category, and this applies to the previous category too, but not everyone has an attack like this. So we can block, and in that scenario there where the attack did not connect, we can actually just crouch jab. Now a lot of characters, like say Android 18 here, their crouch jabs are a little crouching light attacks here, and they hit low, and these are not going to cut the butter, unfortunately, because there's no Gohan on the ground to hit. So someone like a Trunks, whose crouch light, kind of hits forward like this, will be able to hit Gohan, but someone like an Android 18, whose crouch light hits low to the ground, is not going to work. So this is a character-by-character thing. Now these characters as well can down heavy after the miss, although you got to be very near frame perfect, as even if you're like 1 frame off, Gohan's going to smack you. So you got to really believe in it. And of course, just like before, the deflect is an option. So as you saw there, we managed to get a deflect out. Now, there is a category, however, unlike the previous small guy category, where these people still suffer. So the situation where this group fares poorly, whereas the previous small group did not, is this situation right here. Now, at first glance, I know this looks kind of, exactly the same, really. But there is a difference in that Gohan is currently level 0, so he has not yet powered up. And in this state, the mix-up's actually better than it is when he's level 1 up, or rather, level 1 and up. I know that seems like backwards logic, but that's, the case, unfortunately. So in this scenario, there's no way out. You cannot down heavy, because there's no gap, you just get smacked. You can't even deflect, because if you want to deflect, the frame you would deflect on, you just wake up and go back into your auto block stance. So there's not even the one frame to deflect, because you have to hit back proper to stand and then deflect, and you'll just be blocking right away. So there's no way out. So, of course, it's not true no way out, as there's always this way out, in that you wait for the legs, and that's exactly when you're going to guard cancel. And when that happens, boom, you can guard cancel out, and unless Gohan is called an assist during this time, he is stuck in the animation, and there's no way for him to deal with the guard cancel. So you're basically guaranteed to be free out. So yes, this presupposes, they didn't call an assist at that point, but still, for the most part, even if they did call an assist, yeah, you'll get hit, but, you can up tag or something afterwards, and for the most part, be kinda safe-ish. But yeah, you are just in true lockdown state. And now this brings us to the sad case of the people who are in true lockdown state no matter what. Now for our next up crew here, this crew of unfortunate souls. They have no way out. It doesn't matter if it's a level 1 or a level 0. They just have to take it. The only way out is for Gohan to stop and run out a bar, or to guard cancel out, and that is it. There is no other way these guys got out. And I know that sucks, but them's the breaks. So this crew involves Fat Boo, so Majin Buu, Nappa, Android 21, Tien, Yamcha, Captain Ginyu, Cell, Android 16, and Piccolo, and also Hit. So none of these characters have any answer other than a guard cancel, or just waiting for Gohan to be merciful and stop. This is certainly not ideal, but it is just how the cookie crumbles on this one. Once again, please wait for Gohan to do his EX legs during the loop, because that is the point where you are safely able to guard cancel out of. But for these characters, that doesn't matter if he's level 1, level 0, or doesn't matter what level it is, that is their only way out. They cannot guard cancel, they obviously can't down heavy, because they're simply much too big. Because when they stand, then they have to immediately fall into the loop of being auto-guarded, so they can't deflect out. They're too big to down heavy. And you see right there, like even then, even if Gohan magically stopped, he's down heavy one hit in time. It's just, these people are in a rough boat and have a rough way of it when it comes to Gohan. And so that concludes this video. I hope that you gained some knowledge on what characters can do what, and what characters, unfortunately can't do anything at all. But I'm sure there's been a massive rise of Gohan players ever since Goichi did his thing at Final Round, which was a fantastic showing, to be sure, both in the sets he had with Sonic Fox and also winning the tournament overall. But yeah, his Adult Gohan was definitely the star of the show, and with it, comes a flood of new Adult Gohan players. So this is just to help you prepare and deal with what you're going to be seeing, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it. But the big answer here is just remember, because most characters are up a creek when it comes to dealing with his options. So please remember to use your guard cancel, because it's super key against Gohan. Anyways, that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.
Love